Welcome back to the channel. So today we would be discussing on how to prepare for the TCS digital interview. You can say this as a roadmap or the ways through which you can study for the interview. Now this was my strategy for clearing the digital interview. Not only digital interview but other 3 to 4 companies also. So I use the same method for preparing for them. So the topics to prepare for TCS digital interviews would be: first, start preparing on object oriented programming, then DSA, then we have the DBMS, operating system networking, project based, the projects that you have done. So interview, so the questions are asked on the projects that you have done. Then we have SDLC. Now most of the people tend to forget to prepare on SDLC, and there are questions. There is at least one question on SDLC in the interview. And apart from that, we also have resume based certifications or the skills that you have mentioned. So prepare accordingly. And we have the HR questions. Now what we are going to do is that we are going to look after oops and data structures and algorithm. What I would be doing is that I would be telling you how to prepare and what to prepare in each of these topics so that you could clear the interview. Now starting with object oriented and data structures and algorithm. So we have three sections: oops, DSA, DS, and algo. Now starting with oops. Now the first question the interviewer will ask you is about oops. They will not directly jump into algorithms, not into directly into the projects that you have done. This is the basic question that each and everyone asks: what are the pillars of oops? Like we have four pillars of oops. Then after that they ask, the like whenever you are answering questions on pillars of oops, please keep in mind, don't try to explain them, just tell them the definitions that you have. Now what this does is that it shows that you know something, you have knowledge of it, and whenever you explain it in a bit technical terms, the interview seems to know that yes, this guy knows about something. So pillars of oops. Now encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, and polymorphism. Now one more thing is that please prepare a real life example of that. I remember when I was having my interview. The interviewer asked me, "There's a fan rotating above your head. Please tell me which principle is applied. Please be specific." Now, if you see, all the principles are applied to it, like encapsulation. Then we have abstraction. Everything is applied to a rotating fan. But he told me to answer a specific question. So please be prepared for such questions. They wouldn't be asking direct questions. Please make sure that you understand the concept very well. Yeah. And yeah, this is a real life examples. Now for example, let's say inheritance. Now what is inheritance? Inheritance simply means gaining properties from your parent class. Now what I gave an example was a child and a father. Now the child inherits some of the properties from his fathers and mother. So this is how I explained him. Another thing is that advantages. Now there is a question: why do we use so and so pillar? What are the advantages of it? Then yeah, apart from these three things, I would be mentioning some of the questions that are asked in the interview. Now you can note it down, or you can just search it or google it. So the questions are: what are constructors? What are the types of constructors? Then what is a destructor? Then what is class object? Different types of classes. Then we have a thing known as functions. Now what is friend function? What is virtual function? What is garbage collection in that sense? Then we also have try, catch, and throw. So these kind of things, please prepare for them accordingly. Now moving on to the data structures and algorithm part. Now if you see, DS is divided into two parts. First one is linear and second one is non-linear. Now completing the like those people who have full got knowledge of everything, both linear and non-linear, is well and good. But for those people who still don't have an idea, please at least prepare for the linear part. Now in linear we have stack, queue, etc., arrays and all. At least prepare for that. At least prepare the linear part. Under that also, yeah, in the linear part, yes, also, like, try to get applications of each of the data structures that you have learned. For example, you have learned stack, so find out what are the applications of stack in real life. Then queue, what are the applications of queue in real life. Yeah. And also prepare, now in data structures, please prepare for basic operations. Like in stack we have pop, push. Now even if you are not good in coding, please at least prepare for the algorithms. So whenever the interviewer asks you, now there, some, it depends on the interviewer that whether he wants the live coding, or he is okay with the algorithms and all. But at least prepare for the algorithms. Now algorithms, yeah, and that too basic operations like pop, push, etc. Now comes the algorithm part. Now there are, we can't, we don't expect much questions in algorithms, but these two things are always asked. The first is searching algorithms and sorting algorithms. Please, as I said earlier, even if you don't know how to code them, at least have a knowledge about the algorithm of each and every searching, sorting algorithms, and find, and you should know that which algorithm works better. So to know that, please do learn or do get to know what are the time complexities. So there are questions on time complexity. What is it, whenever you say this one is better, the next question they would ask, what the, like, why, and why not this one. So at that time you should know about time complexities and all. Now, so in DBMS, so this is about OOPS and DSA. If you have any doubts regarding them, please put them in the comment. Now for DBMS, what I did was uh, prepare DBMS and RWMS. Then the important thing is that, please learn the basics of CRUD, create, update, and delete. At least please get to know the syntax of each and every of them. Yeah, they would be directly asking you question, please tell me the syntax of how to create a table, or and such things. In normalization, and then we have these two things, normalization and denormalization. Now I was asked in an interview, uh, we have around 10 tables, and we want to bring them to one, so what would we using, so normalization or denormalization? So the answer is denormalization. Yeah. So please, you know get to know about the different forms also, 1NF, 2NF, 3NF, then BCNF2. And also at least get an idea what is denormalization. Then the types of keys. Now there are different types of keys: super key, primary key, candidate key. So please at least learn the definition of each and every them, each and every one of. Now in this also, what you can do is that you can understand the concept of each and every one. What is a stored procedure, what are triggers, what are joins. And in joins also, try to get knowledge of each and every join: inner join, outer join, self join. And along with that, there is a diagram for each and every one of them. So try to remember that. And the last is salary questions. Like, uh, till now I have cleared 4 to 5 interviews. In each and every one of them, I was asked salary questions. Now, uh, I don't know why, but they would say, you know find the top 3 salaries, or find the second highest salary, or the first highest salary, or the third highest salary in SQL, and write the query. So please, this one is easy, but please prepare to it. Yeah. And also, if you have any doubts, or you need any help in DBMS or OOPS, please let me know. For OS networking and SDLC and project, we would be having a second video rolled out as soon as possible. So yeah, thank you.